He followed me for a mile in broad daylight. I was 17, but I felt 50. That's the only way I can describe it. My life hadn't been soft or sweet, not like the movies. I'd already seen too much, lost too much, and learned the hard way that danger didn't just lurk in the dark. Sometimes it followed you in broad daylight. But let's rewind a little. When I was 15, I went through what people like to call a glow up. I hate that term. It sounds so innocent, so casual, like it's just a fun makeover montage. But for me, it wasn't. Overnight, it felt like I stopped existing as a person and became something else. Something men stared at, whistled at, or whispered about. Even people who used to know me, friends, neighbors, classmates, looked right through me as if I'd been replaced. And for a while I thought maybe I liked the attention, until I learned what kind of attention it really was. I'm small, I am not intimidating in the slightest, and my life, well, let's just say I never had the safety net most kids grow up with. No parents, barely any family. My cousin, my best friend, is the only person I fully trust. My uncle's around, and I love him, but he's fighting his own battle with addiction, and I'm terrified every day I'll lose him too. So I pour myself into one thing, my sport. It's the only place I feel powerful, like I'm worth something. The rest of the time, I'm just surviving. And survival means never walking alone. Not really. Until today. It was noon, bright, sunny. The kind of day that tricks you into thinking you're safe. I was walking to the bus stop, fast, like always, headphones in, but no music playing, just so I could hear everything around me. That's when I noticed him, a guy on a bike. At first, I thought nothing of it. People ride past you all the time. But then he slowed down, turned his head, came closer. Hey, pretty girl. My stomach dropped. I ignored him. He rode a little head, turned around, and came back. Why you walking so fast? You shy? I kept walking, heart pounding, my mouth dry. He didn't leave. For the next mile, he circled me like a shark, cutting me off, riding behind me, making comments I can't even repeat. I told him, again and again, to leave me alone. My voice was shaking, but I tried to sound angry. I tried to sound like I wasn't terrified. He laughed. At one point, he rode so close, I had to step into the street to avoid him. I was shaking so hard, I could barely walk. And then, he grabbed his handlebars to block me one more time. That's when another man appeared, out of nowhere, a stranger. He grabbed his bike, yanked him back, and told him to get away from me. He held him there long enough for me to run. And I did. I ran like my life depended on it. I didn't stop until I was back home, locked in, sobbing so hard I couldn't breathe. That was today. But if I'm being honest, this wasn't new. This happens to me weekly. Sometimes worse, sometimes not as bad. But every time I feel like I'm going to throw up. Every time I wonder if this is the day something happens to me that I can't run from. I don't tell many people. My uncle is the only man I trust. But even he's fighting his demons. And every time I see him slip deeper into addiction, I wonder how much longer I'll have him in my corner. I'm 17, but I've learned to live like a soldier, and I hate that I even have to. I wanted to share this story because there are so many girls out there who feel exactly like I do, trapped, scared, invisible, and too visible all at once. If that's you, I see you. You're not alone. And if you made it this far, it would mean the world to me if you hit subscribe. My channel is where I tell stories like this, raw, honest, and sometimes hard to hear, but real. Because if sharing what I've been through helps even one person feel less alone, then it's worth it. Stay safe out there.